Hello everyone, I'm Hannah Singer and welcome to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because I am bringing you all a mini yoga flow. This is an energizing flow that you can do first thing in the morning. I love doing this right when I wake up. It just makes me feel a little bit more alive and alert, and I feel more in my body. So this is a great thing to do if you are in a time crunch and you just need to let out all of those aches and all the tension that maybe your body is holding on to. Let's get into the video and make sure you have a comfortable space to practice, whether it's on a yoga mat, on a towel, a soft surface, somewhere where you can be alone and go inward. We're going to begin today's class in child's pose at the back of our mat. Bring your big toes to touch and your knees apart. If you want to support your lower back, you can go ahead and keep your knees together. And then slowly sink your hips towards your heels as you walk your hands out along the front of the mat, maybe allowing your third eye, your forehead, to press against the earth. Take a moment here to just settle in, to become aware of your thoughts, of your emotions, of whatever you brought with you onto your mat today. Without judgment, can you just notice what's coming up, accept it, and then let it go? Take a deep inhale, expand your ribs, and as you exhale, let something go. Let's do this one more time. Inhale deeply, expand your ribs. Exhale, let something go. On your next inhale, slowly crawl your fingertips towards the right side of your mat, stretching along your side body. Breathe deeply here to wake up your left side body and to relax your left side body. On your next inhale, slowly crawl your hands towards the left side of your mat, stretching along the right side body. Again, breathe deeply to really get into the right side body, to wake it up, to bring awareness to that place in your body. And then on your next inhale, walk your hands back towards the center of your mat and take one more round of deep breath here. Inhale and exhale, let something go. On your next inhale, make your way to tabletop position, shoulders stack over wrist, hips stack over knees. Keep a long neutral spine here, so slightly engage your lower belly. And keep a long line all the way from the crown of your head out through your tailbone. Take a moment to feel strong here. And on your next exhale, round your spine, cat pose. Press into your fingertips. As you inhale, let your belly soften, shine your heart forward, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, round your upper back, press into the earth. Inhale, cow pose, allow your belly to soften, heart to open, chin to lift. Take a moment here to flow through some cat-cows at your own pace, maybe adding in any organic movements that serve you in this moment right now. I like to do a little bit of a dance when I do cat-cows, moving my hips side to side, rolling my belly up and down, shifting weight into my right and left hand. Find what feels comfortable, safe, and good for you in this moment. And once you're done playing, come to a neutral spine. Inhale, reach your right arm high into the sky. Exhale, tabletop twist. Bring your right arm underneath your left hand. Maybe allow your right temple to touch the earth Really feeling a stretch along that right shoulder blade. And on your next inhale, bring your right hand back up to the sky. As you exhale, bring it down to the earth. We're going to do this on the left. Inhale, reach the left arm to the sky. Exhale, tabletop twist. Thread your left arm underneath your right hand. Maybe bring your left temple to the earth. Allow yourself to soften into this twist, creating some space in your left scapula and shoulder blade. On your next inhale, bring your left hand back up to the sky. Exhale, bring it back down to the earth. Now here in tabletop position, could you ignite your core, pull your belly button in towards your spine as you press into your palms and your fingertips. Allow your rib cage to soften and keep a neutral neck. On your next inhale, curl your toes under, and as you exhale, lift your knees off of the earth in a hovered position. Hold for 5. For 4, keep your core ignited. For 3. For 2. For 1, push your hips back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. In downward facing dog, could you press into your index fingers and your thumbs just a little bit more to create some space in your shoulder girdle? Allow your heart to soften towards your knees. Allow your heels to soften towards the earth. And then maybe play around here for a bit, shifting your weight left and right out of your heel into your heel. Allow your hips to do a little bit of a dance, just getting into your body. Slow, gentle movements. And then on your next inhale, widen your downward dog. And as you exhale, could you soften your heels even closer towards the earth, maybe finding some more length in the back of those hamstrings. Awesome. Press deeply into your hands. And on your next inhale, rise onto the balls of your toes. Keep your core engaged and slowly ripple through your spine. Make your way down into a high plank. Keep a little bit of a broadness through the back of your shoulder blades and the back of your upper back. Hold here. Keep your core engaged. And then slowly lower down for 3, for 2, for 1. Allow your third eye to press onto the mat, untuck your toes. Inhale, cobra pose. Press into your fingertips slightly. Use the strength of your back to lift your heart off the ground. Hold here to really harness some strength in your upper back. And exhale, lower your third eye back to the earth. Press into your hands, push your hips back to child's pose. Take a moment here. And then make your way back into a downward facing dog. Press into your palms. Allow the heels to soften towards the earth again, and maybe you find some more space. Inhale, float your right leg high. Keep your hips squared towards your mat. Allow your big toes to be pointed towards the earth as your heel points towards the sky. As you exhale, bring your right knee through your hands, low lunge. Allow your hips to soften deeper as you shine your heart forward, maybe coming onto your fingertips, allowing some length to be created in that left hip flexor. Take a moment to rock your weight back and forth just to get into this lunge. And then on your next exhale, gently lower your back knee towards the earth and uncurl your back toes. Inhale, lift your arms into the sky, Anjaneyasana or modified crescent. Take a moment here to press into your right heel Engage your lower belly and soften your shoulder blades. Find strength, stability, and release in this pose all at the same time. Continue to be aware of your breath. And as you exhale, sweep your hands back down to the earth and shift your hips back, half splits pose. Allow your right foot to flex, feeling a hamstring stretch along that right leg. I like to keep my knee bent, especially early in the morning, so that I don't strain my hamstrings. You want to keep your hips squared with your mat. And be careful that your chest isn't hunched over right now. We're keeping a long spine to just soften and get into your hamstring gently. On your next inhale, come back to a low lunge pose. Exhale here, plant your hands on the earth. Inhale, reach your right fingertips up into the sky for a low lunge twist. And as you exhale, bring your hand back down to the earth. On your next inhale, bend your back knee. And as you exhale, step it up to meet your right leg, forward fold. Softly bend your knees here to support your lower back. And on your next inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold, heart softens, hinge at the hips. On your next inhale, plant your palms and step your feet back, high plank pose. As you exhale, shift your hips back into downward facing dog. We're going to repeat the same thing now on the left side. So inhale, left leg high, 3-limb dog. Heel stays up towards the ceiling or sky as your toes point down towards the earth. Exhale, step your left foot through towards your hands, low lunge. Again, finding what feels comfortable here, maybe coming onto your fingertips, allow your heart to shine forward, and then finding some gentle rocking movement back and forth, softening your hips, releasing any tension along the back of your leg. On your next exhale, lower your back knee, and as you inhale, your arms come high, Anjaneyasana or modified crescent. Notice what comes up on this side. Are you hanging out in your lower belly? Could you pull in your navel towards your spine an inch more? Could you press into your heel an inch more? As you exhale, shift your hips back. Allow your hands to come to the earth, half splits pose. Notice if you need to bend in your left knee here just a little bit more. Flex in that left foot. And then could you pull your left hip back as your right hip goes forward to keep your hips squared. Keep a long line from your crown of your head to your tail, and then shift your hips forward, coming back to a low lunge. Inhale, lift your right arm off of the earth for a low lunge twist. Exhale, bring your left hand back to the earth. Inhale, bend in the back knee. Exhale, step your right foot up to meet your left foot in a forward fold. Allow your chest to soften, your knees to soften. Release your head here. Release any tension in your spine. And then inhale, halfway lift. And again, exhale, forward folds. Inhale, plant your hands. Step your feet back, high plank. Exhale, shift your hips back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, float your right leg high, 3-limb dog. Keep your hips squared. And as you exhale, bring your right knee towards your right tricep and then step your foot outside of your right hand into lizard's pose. So in this pose, you're getting a little bit deeper into your hip flexors, into your glutes. So if you need to take this a step back, placing your hands on some books or blocks or anything, even a pillow nearby would be a great option. And then you can shift your weight back and forth and just kind of feel into what feels comfortable for you in this pose. On your next exhale, drop your back knee, untuck your left toes, and then maybe start to prop yourself up on your fingertips to really feel a stretch along that left hip flexor and psoas muscle. Shine your chest forward, allow your heart to soften. And then as you inhale, lift your right arm off the earth. And then as you exhale, maybe start to reach back towards your left foot. There is no right or wrong in this posture, so reaching your foot or not isn't really the point. The point is to find a stretch that is right for your body in this moment. Maybe you clasp onto your left foot with your right hand, maybe you don't. Don't judge wherever you show up today. Accept it, embrace it, and breathe in whatever posture you are in this moment. Allow your left hip flexor to soften. Allow yourself to find energy in this pose as you open up your upper body while releasing in your lower body. Exhale, release the grip if you were holding on to your back foot, and place your right hand back towards the center of your mat. As you inhale, tuck the back toes and press into your palms back into a lizard pose. And then exhale, step the right foot back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, float the left leg high, 3-limb dog. As you exhale, left knee goes towards left tricep, and then step the left foot outside your left hand. Again, take a moment here to just kind of rock back and forth. Allow your body to settle into this lizard's pose. As you exhale, lower your back knee, untuck your right toes, and then either prop your hands up on blocks or books or pillows, or you can tent your fingers like I'm doing here. This helps to find a little bit more length along that right hip flexor, and it allows you to open your chest more. On your next inhale, reach your left arm high into the sky, and as you exhale, twist your upper body as you begin to reach for that right foot. Again, if you are someone who does not feel comfortable grabbing your foot today, that is totally fine. You can see what I'm doing here. I start to kind of inch up my foot, and then eventually I grab onto it. Sometimes it takes me a few tries, especially in the morning when my hip flexors are just waking up. So take it where you need it today. Even twisting back and having your foot slightly bent up towards you will still give you a stretch along that right hip flexor. Beautiful. On your next exhale, release the grip if you took it, and then bring your left hand back to meet your right. As you inhale, press back into a lizard lunge, and then as you exhale, step that left foot back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, slowly begin to walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of your mat, and come to ragdoll's pose. So bend deeply in your knees, supporting your lower back. Allow your heart to soften towards your shins. Allow the crown of your head to soften towards the earth. And then maybe clasp onto your elbows with your hands. So tap back into your breath here. Notice if you're holding on to anything. Could you imagine that you have soft, warm water trickling down your spine from the base of your tailbone all the way out through the crown of your head, just cleansing you of anything else you've been holding on to today? Let it go. Let it seep into the soil of the earth. Could you release just an inch more? Could you harness just a little bit more energy as you step onto your mat today? Slowly begin to release the grip on your elbows. Inhale, lift up halfway, flatten out your spine. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. On your next inhale, root deeply into the earth through your feet as you energetically reach your fingertips high into the sky above your head. Tadasana, Mountains Pose. In this pose, can you find strength by allowing your feet to soften into the earth as you pull your navel towards your spine, as you relax your rib cage down, as you soften your shoulder blades. Maybe bend gently in your knees here. Feel your thighs energetically moving towards one another. Take one more deep inhale as you reach your hands up into the sky. Imagine that you're grabbing a pure, white, loving, energetic light and slowly bring it down to your heart as your palms come to touch. Samastitihi, standing at attention. Take a moment here to float your eyes closed or soften your gaze, to notice your breath again, to find gratitude in your heart for showing up today, for doing something good for you, for harnessing strength, power, courage, energy, and love. Bow your head down towards your fingertips. May you always let this earth be your playground. May you play freely, may you play safely, and may you play with the utmost love and compassion for yourself and for everything around you. We seal this practice by saying, Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this short mini yoga flow. I hope that you were able to find some release and let go of anything that is not serving you. I hope that you are also able to gain some energy and some awareness that you can carry with you throughout your day. This is just a short flow that I love to do to just give me some quick energy and to release any tension that I might be holding on to. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed. Join the little tribe that I have going here on YouTube. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you would like to do more yoga videos, and hit the notifications bell so that you can get notified every time I upload a new video. I will catch you in my next video, and don't forget to always let the earth be your playground. Peace.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something bad.